I was kind of unimpressed with him, I guess. Like, I'm a big fan of debating. I will debate anything, and I wasn't impressed, I guess. Like, last year, as a freshman in college, wrote a 15-page paper on whether or not insurance should cover it, and I did all the research, and I know all the statistics. Like, I'm not a dumbass. There's proof that these people are unhappy. Yeah, some people are going to be unhappy. There's a thing called body dysphoria that usually occurs right after hormones and before surgeries, and it's when your body and your mind really don't match, and you're miserable about it. And that's why a lot of people get surgeries. Some people think that they're going to go in and get chest surgery and it's going to come out perfect, and I have realistic expectations. I know it's not going to come out perfect. I know I'm going to have very little sensation in my chest. That's fine. As for bottom surgery, I understand that it's an unsatisfactory surgery, and I personally am not going to go for it right now. I'm going to wait my time, take my time. When bottom surgery becomes satisfactory, who knows? Maybe I'll get it. But right now, it's not. And you have to be realistic. I mean, you want to bring up statistics about these different kinds of things? Like, you can do that with anything. Like, 5 people out of 50,000 were unhappy, and so... I don't know, it's just silly to me. Like, I know what's going to happen when I get surgery. I know that I'm never going to physically be male. I know. I'm not talking about my sex. I know my sex will, despite, my best efforts, always be female. I'm talking about my gender, my physical presentation. I mean, it's different. I can be a guy without being a male. I can understand. I understand the other point of view. I understand the not wanting to have to pay for somebody else's surgeries, and I understand that, but I also know that you cannot compare transsexualism and the surgeries done to piercings or being obese. They're way different. If you're obese, work out. It's as simple as that. Eat better. Do what you can. You don't need to get gastric bypass surgery or whatever to get thin. People work out all the time, and they're fine. Watch The Biggest Loser. People do it on a TV show. It's not impossible. Piercings? I mean, come on. Piercings and sex changes are two totally different things. But where that even comes together, I don't understand. But it's just, if I could just snap my fingers, if I could just go to the gym and become a man, I would. I wouldn't make my insurance pay for it. I mean, hello? Do I want to spend money to feel happy? To feel comfortable as I am? No. Does anybody? No. It's not a matter of wanting to, or there are so many transsexual people who do pay for it themselves and have to struggle. I'm lucky as all get out. I think it's funny, the comparisons he made, because they're such different things. And I do understand not wanting to pay for somebody else's sex surgery, because it is pretty expensive. But at the same time, I mean, there's a lot of things that we shouldn't have to pay for that we do, and the government pretty much screws us over on those, and I'm not asking for anybody else to pay for my surgery. I'm really not. My insurance does cover parts of it, but a lot of it is coming out of my pocket, and, when I'm over $150,000 in debt, yeah, it's gonna suck that I owe that much money, but no amount of money can ever, I don't even know. I just, my happiness versus money, I would pay millions of dollars for the surgery if I had to. I would. I don't know. I just think that he had a pretty weak argument, and just because of his comparisons, but, I mean, I'm kind of on the far right here, so... That's all I really have to say.